Ah, 2022. Welcome back. It's been a minute. Be honest with you. Um, I don't know if I even wanted to do this anymore. Um, you go through so much in your life and you feel like the world is spiraling out of control and you trying to keep a hold of shit, but the spiral's too much and you can't keep a grip on it. So sometimes just being people, you get caught up in the shit and then you forget what's important to you and you got to get back to it. Um, you just have to, and you have to remember who you are. You got to get to the core of you. You got to strip it all down. You gotta you gotta strip it all down. You gotta say the hell with it. You gotta say fuck the mask, fuck the cold, fuck all of it. Strip it down, and you gotta accept it for what it is and get back to it. So we back to it. In my hiatus and my time off, I've lost some family members. Um, I've regained some old friends. Um, I've sorted out relationships that seemed weird or messy. And I got a list of things that I know I got to complete before, this is all said and done. Um, One thing I can say, though, is the older I get, the less I feel I need to be included, understood, or accepted. So let that sit on you. Let that sit on you for a minute. Inclusion is a tough one. It's the biggest component of peer pressure, of FOMO. It's just inclusion, or the lack thereof. Like you're gonna be missing out on something. Like why I'm not involved in it. Um, Once you've had some, what do I call it? Once you've had some alone time with yourself and your thoughts, and once you kind of break away from the system of what everything is and what everything should be, you really get down to the core of what you want to do, what you want to be, who you are as a person, because that's the biggest thing, you know. You know, trying to control what's outside of your control will control you. That's the honest to God truth. So you either know the game you're playing or don't play the game. You either roll with the punches or you do something about it. You either sit back and take this shit or you continue to act like this shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But like I always tell people, pick a side, man. For real. Pick a side because you know, I don't think that hold on one second. I don't think that anybody is out here maliciously trying to harm themselves. Maybe some of us are. But I don't think anyone I just don't think people are educated. I just don't think people know enough information to make a point, to make a move, to do the shit that they really want to do. That's really what it is, man. And this one I love this right here. MJ DeMarco, I love this one. The problem is not people being educated. The problem is that they're educated just enough to believe what they've been taught, but not educated enough to question what they've been taught. I can back it up. I can back it up. The problem is not people being educated. The problem is that they are educated just enough to believe what they've been taught, but not educated enough to question what they've been taught. I'm trying to give this to you. I'm trying to unlock the, you know, I'm trying to push the boundaries, you know. I ain't nobody special, you know. I'm just a person that don't really I don't really have a I don't have a direct uh I don't have ties to the bullshit. Let's just say it like that. I don't care I don't care how people are moving and what they're doing if the shit really don't involve me directly. I only got time to really pay attention to my shit, you know, and keep a watch on other things. But at the end of the day, if you too much in other people's shit, you can't monitor your own. Like, let's just I just said that. I just said it. Come on, y'all. I just said it. Think about it. We gotta be better. We gotta do better. We gotta want better. You know, everybody wanna, first of the year, New Year's resolution, and do all of this cool shit. I'm gonna tell you what. Don't none of that shit really matter. For real. Don't none of that shit really matter. The only thing matter right now is information, y'all, and the lack thereof. Because one day you go fucking wake up and it ain't gonna be no more time to do the shit that you always wanted to do. So you better do that shit right now because these days are cut short. You know, they cut short. I lost so many family members in the last like 2 months. Like it's in my, I think I've lost more family members in the last 2 months than I've lost in my probably in my whole life combined. On some, yeah, to be honest. So, you know, my views aren't really biased. It's just like it's just really based on just you know this is just how I'm feeling right now. I don't, like I said, when I do these videos and stuff. Again, it's your first time tuning in. I don't do this for views. I do this. This is like therapy. This is also like something I can leave behind for my kids, family members, friends, people, anybody that wants to be like, who was I in this lifetime? Because at the end of the day, this is all a this is all just everyone's playing out their own little movie, their own little part in this grand scheme of things. So what you bring to the table and what you leave behind and what you do while you're here, that's the only shit that count. It's the only shit that count. And if you have more days behind you that you've wasted, then you should really take this serious, you know. And if you don't care about that, so be it, if you're out of that, but at the end of the day, I mean, we all have a purpose and stuff, and I just think it's a time where people just really just need to sit back and find their purpose, you know, because I'm so caught up in the middle of things to where I see things from so many different angles based on the conversations I have with people. And on one end of the spectrum, it's so bad out here, and that people can't get money, and it's so hard, and people are struggling and stuff. Then on this other end of things, you know, we're out here buying $100,000 cars and stuff, and taking trips, and the world don't matter, you know, because the money is now so easily accessible that a day job isn't even that serious. That's where we are as a society. And then you have the people in the middle that are clinging to the next paycheck to survive, and they're fighting to not, you know, not be on that other end, to need help from the government and stimulus or whatever. And then on this other end, they don't want to take a leap and a jump to go do something else because they feel like they're in a safety net and have to keep just what they have. So people were scared. You have these people in the middle that are your doers and your go-getters, but they're just playing it safe right now, and they're not jumping to go do their next thing, and it's not opening up the next batch of opportunities for these people right here that are ready to move up. Because these people right here have learned a lot through this pandemic, and they're ready to move up. But the people that are in their place that should be going to that next level are like, I'm just going to kind of hang out right here. So everything works. It's all it's all a game, y'all. It's all together. Like, all of that shit matters. You know, the entry level, low end jobs will always be there because they're created that way to always be there. They're not looking at people to be in those positions and keep the company, have it and have all these people here for 75 years. That's not how the world works anymore. A company is set up, the world is set up to have that turnover and stuff. So we're trying to keep the cogs and the wheels moving, you know, because you got people up here running analytics, and they're like, hey, we got these people right here on this performance improvement plan, and we're probably about to lose 15 of them, so we need to hire 30 people because, percentage wise, half of them going to work out, and it always keeps going. That's why you always see that shift in jobs and stuff, where we got a lot of people coming in, a lot of people going out, and that's just how it works and stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is, are you doing what you want to do? So what I leave you with before I get out of here is, don't waste the time that you think you have, because you don't know what you have. You have no idea. You know, you want to do something, do that shit. That's some shit you're trying to say to somebody, you better say that shit, because not if it's inappropriate, like, that type of shit, keep that shit to yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got some real heartfelt shit, some shit you're trying to get off your chest. Spread the message, spread that love. But at the end of the day, like, stop. You got to stop bullshitting around here. You got to live. You got to enjoy this life. But we at a point now where, it's safety versus comfort and all this other shit. So the rules have changed. You know, what I can say is, pay attention to these next videos coming up, because the jewels and the gems and all of the shit that we getting ready to put out here is completely different. I am I am not a millionaire. I am not super wealthy. I am a regular dude that has a few things figured out, and always a goal and a plan in mind, always a hustle, and I know how to make shit happen, you know, when everything is clicking and stuff. But for the most part, I'm gonna get it. So at the end of the day, when health and really health has been my only roadblock. That's been the thing that I could say has been my Achilles, but I'm getting all of that type of stuff under control. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep putting this content out because this is what works for me. And if this is something that works for you, like, share, subscribe, tune in. Um, but I definitely appreciate everybody watching. So thank you.